Hello, this is John Dobberstein. I'm Senior Editor at No-Till Farmer, and welcome to the 2021 National No-Tillage Conference. We're here to honor the 4 winners of the 2020 No-Till Innovator Awards. The No-Till Innovator Award program, sponsored by Calmer Cornheads and No-Till Farmer, strives to honor farmers, researchers, businesses, and services and organizations for their work in assisting the growth of no-till practices. The 25th class of No-Till Innovators helped propel the rise of no-tilling by supporting the adoption of cover crops, better nutrient management, improved soil health, and timely educational events and opportunities. The next video is for Loran Steinlage, an innovative no-tiller and speaker at this year's conference.
Farming since, started farming when I was 16 with my dad. And the year I graduated high school, we signed a farm partnership agreement and farmed with him until he officially retired. Stepped aside to let me thrive. And a lot of my ideals are born through the time working with him and learning with our, we always focused on what our grandparents would have did. And a lot of, that's where the interseeding comes from. That's where a lot of what we're working on right now comes from. Trying to figure out what worked in the past and tied together with the technology we have available today. Our rotation was corn and alfalfa at that time. Had about 400 acres of alfalfa per cutting at that time, and then when the livestock finally left, I didn't have a market for the alfalfa anymore. So we switched to hard corn on corn. That was what, that's what kind of pushed me to strip till. But then I think it was 2006 is when we first kind of stumbled upon the interseeding. And we started learning, bringing in the legumes and stuff could help us manage our residue levels, even with the manure, because we were still getting dairy manure and stuff like that at that time. We could manage the residue levels in a corn-on-corn situation with the legumes. That I was pretty happy with corn-on-corn mix. We could do it pretty efficiently. Then about 2000, somewhere along the line, we started adding soybeans, but I was never really happy with them. So we went right back to corn-on-corn until the year my son Roland got sick in 2009. And the easy answer I learned while we were in the hospital is I had to figure out how to make the farm run with or without me. The simple answer that year is just we rolled everything hard into soybeans. It gave me time to be where I needed to be, and but with the interseeding and that, we were starting to figure a few things out, but it also triggered the thoughts about bringing the small grains back into the mix. So then 2012, I kind of stumbled upon what's become a friend of mine, John Coots, and she engraving out in Nebraska. Heard this little thing about relay cropping, and I think it was a year or two later we started figuring out. We finally got the interseeder built to where we want it, and it realized that we finally had the right pieces of the puzzle starting to come together for the relay cropping. Everybody thinks we need special equipment. We don't. We just need to figure out how to build the right tools that are versatile. The key reason I took the position with Joe at Dawn Equipment is just we seem to have a like mind. I like building equipment. I mean, my focus, when I focus on equipment, we do some pretty cool things. And Joe understands that. Working together, we don't know exactly what we're doing, but I can see on the horizon some pretty cool things are starting to happen. And, it's from the maxing out the duo seed to the in-row rolling. We've dabbled with the Romo quite a bit. It's just neat to be on the forefront of some of that. Now that's branching out into playing with some of the robotics. I've been around long enough. I know the current equipment can be adapted to do what we need to do. But how cool is it going to be when we have equipment geared specifically for some of that, the practices we're working towards? And, that's been the unique relationship with Joe, that we kind of get it, and it's been fun. The puzzle into place is what I'd tell people. I mean, we've got the right drill. We can go in and set the cereal crop up in the fall. Mother Nature cooperated with us. Over half of the home farm here is set up for relay crop next year. And we got the row crop head in place. We got that dialed in and working this summer. That I'm optimistic what we're going to be able to do the next couple of years just on the relay cropping. Long-term goal is overall to improve our profitability, but I know I'm not going to farm the world. And that's where, if I can start building something for the next generation on farm, but then the personal goal is, if we can start turning our farm into a research education farm for this type of stuff, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
That's what we have fun doing.
Yeah.
And,
mind?
it's rolling with the punches that the hand we've been dealt. Everybody wonders why I'm as open and honest as I am about what we're all doing. You go back to 2009 when Roland got sick. I had the hard realization that I think we were doing some pretty cool things at that time already. And you wake up one day and the next generation's not there to pass it on. I mean, we were pretty closed before that. You thought you were building something for the next generation and something to hand down. You wake up one morning and that's gone. And I just made the conscious decision that I'm not going to take what I know and learn to the grave. There's more to this world than being the smartest man out there, the wealthiest man. It's opened a lot of doors for us. And the more I've learned, the more I share, the more I learn. And the more people that want to share. And to me, that's the big thing. You start getting all these people working together, that's how we're going to achieve the new goals.
Combro Cornheads and the staff here at No-Till Farmer would like to extend our sincere congratulations to these titans of no-till progress. If you know of someone who you feel is deserving of this award, please go to www.notillfarmer.com.